How's it going, everyone? Today I'm bringing you another One Piece card match. Today on the left I am playing the new Black Lucci, and on the right we have Justin, aka Bus Driver, playing his old reliable green yellow Yamato. You guys let me know if you guys like Lucci or not down below. I think the deck is actually kind of boring, but I do see why it's very good. It has the Sakazuki, like the old Sakazuki thought of, you just super consistently filling up your trash to make your Gecko Moria play well. And yep, basically sick 06 Lucci, but a little more consistent, kinda. I guess it just depends. Instead of trashing one every turn, you mill two every turn, so it's a little different. But yep, I did choose to go second here, and I just played Ennie's Lobby and pass. I hard kept that hand because of that. In this matchup, I don't want to get super low because Lucci hurts. That is like the number one thing I've learned here. So if I can counter out of anything for one card, I probably will. And he does go 6, and I go ahead and I counter out for 2k, and he goes Shura to go ahead and search his deck. And he's got 2 dogs and a Gadatsu in there. Ah, man. He does get Gadatsu, and then I saw him get the Gadatsu, and I'm like, dang, he can play that on curve. So no matter what I play next turn, it is dying. Even if I play the Kaku, I mean, I can't play the Kaku, but for example, if I did, even the Kaku's dead. So I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I don't really want to give him something free to pop if I don't have to. And I have 2 Spawn Dimes, or however you say his name, in my hand. And I'm just like, man, I just want to counter with this guy. I just need him in the trash. So I went ahead and I organized my hand, and I'm like, alright, I got a Khalifa and 2 1k counters that I do not want in my hand. So this is actually a pretty easy, like, I can just counter out of the next hit because I got 4k counter I don't need in hand. So I go ahead and I just swing 9 to just guarantee the life, because why not? So I can just get 2 mills, and he doesn't get to pop anything with Gadatsu. So now he's at his 5 Dawn turn. He doesn't get to play Gadatsu here, which is nice. Trying to debate if I want to actually take a swing or not from him. But he goes 6 again, and I'm just going to go ahead and 1k this. I don't want to risk taking it. But then he plays the Cracker, and I'm like, this is perfect. If him playing the Cracker lets me pop something, that means my Kaku gets to pop something. So we're just going to trade blows back and forth, which is, it's the predicted move. He's got a Gadatsu to pop something. I'm playing black, so I have something to pop. I know I can pop this Cracker, so I just go ahead and I swing 6 in, see if I can get a 2k maybe. Mill 2 more, gotta load up my trash a bit. And then I minus the Cracker down to 1, just in case I needed to. I could have played the Lucci here to pop both, but I didn't have to. I did mill 2 CPs, which is perfect. Also, countering out of those hits makes it good. I know this Kaku is dead though, but with my minus effects, I should be able to clean up his board next turn with the Lucci. And I do have some cards in my hand that I'm willing to just counter out with. I'm cool to counter out with the 2 Spondums in hand. But he does pop the Kaku. We saw this coming. It's literally the best play he could have done. And I do go ahead and actually take this one, because it took 3 cards to counter out of 7. And I drew a Brook for turn, and now his Gadatsus are dead. I probably should have taken the swing earlier, but if I would have taken the swing earlier, I would have taken 2 swings here, going down to 1 life, so it works out. So I mill 2, and I minus 1 from Gadatsu, bringing him down to 4. I do hit a Moria, which is really unfortunate, but it's okay. I'm trying to figure out if I can actually play this Brook correctly. Oh, I actually just go straight Sabo, and I probably trash a Spondum, yep. Go ahead and pop both of these guys. Now I have a 9k body established. I also did this knowing that he's going up to 7 Dawn, and I want to not die to a Hody immediately if possible. So now if he plays a Hody, which he did draw, if he plays a Hody here, I don't die no matter what he does. He'll take a life, and then I can just swing back at him. So he does go Hody, resting my Sabo, and he might just go after my Sabo, honestly, because he can't win here. So he's going to go 10... 11, 12. He's gonna put 12k into the Sabo. I'm just gonna let it go. I waste a Hody turn, and I get to counter out of this with the other Spondum. So feeling pretty good now. Didn't take any hits that turn on the Hody turn, so I'm staying nice and healthy at 3 life. and he did have to take a life for that. And I'm just debating here, like, the only thing he could do is play another Hody to even gamble game. So I think if I put all my resources into swinging at this Hody, I can just... How do I explain this? If I kill the Hody, he's going to have to establish another Hody, and then he'll end up taking his own life. And then I won't have to worry about taking his life and risking a trigger. That's my goal here. Because he's at 1 life. I don't want to swing and it be a trigger that's actually game deciding. So I'm just going to focus all my resources into killing this Hody. So I rest 4 to get the Rebecca. And then we're going to Rebecca the Suru. I'm counting out my hand here. So we're Rebecca, play the Suru. Oh wait, I was thinking, I was like, wait, maybe the Brook. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do this. And then I was like, whatever. We go Suru. And this actually ends up being a misplay. I should have did the Brook, but it's okay. It was my original play. I should have brought up the 5-drop Kaku to hand, play down the Brook, and then hard play the Kaku to pop the Hody. But it's okay. I still have the ability to pop this guy. Not that much of a problem. It just would have taken less cards out of my trash is all. But I'm going to go ahead and shuffle in these big guys and the other stage to clear the Hody. And yeah, now I'm just kind of hoping that he plays a Hody here. So he takes his last life, so I don't actually have to worry about it. Because hitting yellow just kind of sucks sometimes. I'm just trying to go as wide as possible on this last board. Because I have 3 life, I'm not really worried about dying. Even if he goes 7k, 10k into my life, that doesn't even kill me. So I'm just hoping that I can easily survive another turn. I'm curious. I forget on what he decides to do here. He did forget to get his Dawn for turn. He should be at 10. I think I do remind him, and he says he doesn't change any plays. So yeah, he's gonna just decide here to, I don't know. His hand's got a lot of bricks in it. He's gonna go 5 in, and I go ahead and I counter out of this for 1 easy 1 card counter. I'm going to keep the Rebecca up so that way I can possibly drop 3 blockers, and then I don't have to worry about Hody again later on. So let's see. He's got all 10 Dawn here ready to do whatever. And it looks like he's got a bunch of cards ready to go. I think I only have 3 or 4 cards in hand. I'll probably fan it out here in a second to see. Sometimes I forget I'm playing on camera, that I have to like kind of show what I'm doing to the camera. Alright. Just talking it out. So it looks like he's about to rest 7 Dawn. Yeah, and then this is where I realized that he did not get his last Dawn. But he does go Hody, and he rests those 2. He doesn't want to... Oh yeah, he didn't know that the Rebecca was a blocker at first. So he rests the Rebecca, he takes his last life, and I'm like, oh wait, you're actually at 10 Dawn. And he's like, oh yeah, sorry. And I'm like, oh no, dude, it's okay. If it changes anything, just let me know and we can go back. Because he did let me do the Brook Suru shenanigans. Even though I went with the first play, he was nice enough to let me contemplate taking it back. So I really appreciate that from Justin. But now he goes Yamato effect to go 10. He's like, wait, I have nothing to do with the remainder 3 Dawn. So he's just going to go as big as possible into my Lucci to minimize my swings. Which means I now have to decide, can I game him? And I kind of look at this and I'm like, well, he doesn't really have game on board either way we do this. Even if he plays another Hody, he doesn't have game. So I'm counting on my Dawn and figuring out how I want to do this. And I'm like, should I just go into his life? I put 4 Dawn to the side. I go 6 plus 5 is 11 into life. And we just see if he can counter out of it. And I -1 from the Hody. And he goes 9. And let's see. He goes 9, 10, 11, 12. So he goes 1k over. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I forgot how much I actually swung here. Let me count this out. Yeah, there you go. Figured it out. Then I go Borsellino, so I'm like, have another Hody. I can survive another Hody turn. Him swinging Yamato in for 8. I have 2k counters, which means he can't actually kill me through it. So I am completely okay with another Hody turn, resting my characters. And if he doesn't rest my characters, then they are blockers, so that's fine. So he goes 5 in, and I'm like looking, I'm like, I'll just block. In case he does have a Hody and he's just baiting out the counter, I'll go ahead and do that. He goes 8 in. I decide I could, I'm looking at it. I do have 9k counter in hand, but I do go ahead and I take it. Sorry. Just stumbled on my own words. He goes ace, and he goes Yamato effect, and then he goes 9 into my life, and I'm just debating, like, do I take this? I think I just win next turn. I counted the cards in his hand. He's only got 4 cards. He goes another ace, 7 in. I go ahead and I take this because I don't think he can counter out of a max swing. And I get a trigger. I don't use it. But yeah, then I just go ahead and I swing 15 in, and that was game. GG, Justin. Yeah, he had 3k counter in hand. It just was not looking good for him. But yeah, if you guys liked, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.